My name is Howard Rifkin. I'm the Executive Director here at the Partnership for Strong Communities, and I want to welcome you to this forum on how the Knowledge Corridor towns can make TOD work for them. I think this is an extraordinary time in Connecticut because we have a lot of factors that are coming together at the same time that makes for the possibility of doing real transit-oriented development in the right way and really build and create communities around these transportation nodes that work, that give people opportunity and the ability to live in places that they want to live. So I'm very excited about this forum and the effort that's going forward. I will tell you that later today, there's somebody here. Are we hearing a buzz in the background? Somebody working on that? Okay, thanks. I will tell you later today, it is the expectation that the General Assembly will pass a capital budget. They've already passed the operating budget for the state of Connecticut. In that budget, there will be a small amount of capital that the state will put up towards the development of a pre-development TOD fund. So there will be, the structure in place to really try to jumpstart some of these efforts, and I'm very excited about that. So again, on behalf of the partnership, I want to thank you all for taking the time to be here to talk about this exceptional opportunity. And let me first turn it over to Mary Glassman, the first Selectwoman from the town of Simsbury, who also will extend greetings.
Yeah. Here today, I'm proud to be from the town of Simsbury, the first bicycle-friendly community in the state of Connecticut. So come on out and ride your bikes. And also chairman of CROG, the 30-town capital region council of governments, which includes our great capital city. It's exciting to see you all here. It's going to be an exciting day. We hear a lot of creative approaches to transforming where we live, so it's really exciting that you're able to participate. I have a few announcements first. I want to thank the funding that came from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Sustainable Communities Regional Planning Grant. That is awarded to the Capital Region Council of Governments, and Mary Ellen Kowalewski has been handling that, so thank you, Mary Ellen, for your coordination. And also through the CROG and the Partnership for Strong Communities. So thank you, David, and all our friends at the Partnership, Howard, as well. The key elements of the HUD grant that we've been working on is to conduct planning and educational activities that will help the bi-state capitalize on over $1.5 billion in commuter rail and bus rapid transit investment that will be coming to our region over the next 10 years. This is an exciting time for our region, for the capital city. We're going to be shortly unveiling the first bus rapid transit system in Connecticut, CTfastrak as it's called now. Some of us remember 20 years ago when the Griffin line, raise your hand if you're old enough to remember the Griffin line, was first proposed. But here we are, 3 governors, 20 years later, and it's exciting to finally see CTfastrak come to fruition shortly. We're also heading toward the New Haven Hartford-Springfield rail program, which is under construction, and we'll be seeing 12 to 17 round-trip trains that will start service in 2016. Again, Connecticut, particularly the capital region, is really poised to really transform because of our proximity between New York and Boston and Springfield, and it's really exciting to see how all these systems will help change the way we do business in Connecticut. Finally, I want to also thank the cooperation of all the various partners that will be working with us to implement the transit-oriented development, including all of municipal and local leaders, those in CROG and throughout the state, as well as state government leaders, the metropolitan planning organizations, community partners, and state DOT. So you're in for an exciting day. Thank you for being here. We'll look forward to hearing some exciting presentations. Turn it over back to Howard. Introduce Mike.
Thank you very much, Mary. I'm Mike Freda, first Selectman of North Haven, Connecticut. It's a pleasure to be here. I serve with the Mayor of Enfield, Scott Coffin, as the co-chair of the Rail Commission Corridor Advisory Committee that stretches from Springfield to Hartford to New Haven. And it's really been an interesting committee that we formed, and we had our first meeting back in February. And the meeting consists of mayors, first selectmen, city planners, town engineers, economic development directors of various communities throughout the state of Connecticut. We have our meetings in Berlin, and they've been very productive. It's at these meetings that we share different thoughts, ideas. Each community has the opportunity to speak on transit-orientated districts with what's happening in their respective cities and how we can build hubs of economic development activity around transportation and housing. We've worked very closely in North Haven with David Fink, who's here. He's been down in our town many times, attending various zoning meetings. And this committee is a vibrant, active committee that's sponsored by the local council of governments, CERC, Connecticut Main Street, and it really brings together, in conjunction with the wonderful people we deal with at the Department of Transportation, a high-powered group of very smart individuals that are looking to move our various communities and cities forward in an effort to attract talent here in Connecticut, to retain good talent, and to have an opportunity to create incremental economic development throughout our cities and towns throughout this wonderful community, these communities that we live in. So I'm very happy to be working with the Mayor of Enfield, a high-energy individual, the type of individual I like working with. And I'd like to introduce you to him now, Scott Kaufman, the Mayor of Enfield. Scott, there you are, right?